Deputies trade gunfire with a man holed up inside his house for 10 hours.
And when it finally ended early this morning, one deputy and the suspect had been shot. Now, we broke this story on News 13 this morning. Our own Megan Sharing is streaming live from the scene with our continuing coverage tonight.
Megan, the deputy was taken to a hospital in Charlotte. The sheriff in Rutherford County is asking the community to pray for him.
He is, Larry. Sheriff Chris Francis says the 12-year veteran was shot in the upper torso and facial area. The suspect, 49-year-old Kevin Marks, is also in the hospital tonight. The sheriff has called in the S.B.I. to investigate.
Bunker 81.
Oak Forest Drive is described as a quiet street.
I have never, and I think the neighborhood is totally shocked by this.
But Monday night, neighbors say it was anything but.
I noticed guns being drawn and assault rifles being pulled out, so the wife and I ducked down, got some clothes on, and went out the back door through the woods.
The Rutherford County Sheriff's Office worked through the night to try and get 49-year-old Kevin Marks to surrender. The sheriff says he was barricaded inside this home with a shotgun.
We brought in a negotiator who's been successful in the past. The negotiator actually knew him, and we thought that he would be able to talk him down.
It was letting him know they didn't want to hurt him and they didn't want him to hurt him.
But each time deputies would try and enter the home, Marks would open fire on them.
You would hear the police return fire, and it would be like, pow, and then he would shoot.
Several deputies were injured during the 10-hour standoff, but one was shot twice.
I do think that he's blessed to be in the condition that he is in, to take a shotgun blast from 10 to 15 yards the way that he did.
Sheriff Francis says every time his deputies were shot at, they did return fire. And during one of those exchanges, Marks was hit in the torso. But it would take help from the Henderson County Sheriff's Office to bring him out of the home.
They assisted us in deploying tear gas into the residence, and he was able to come out and surrender.
Now, Marks is in the hospital in stable condition. He's in Mission Hospital in Asheville. The sheriff says he was possibly under the influence of meth during the standoff. Now, once he is released, I'm being told that he will be facing a number of charges, including attempted murder and assault with a deadly weapon, inflicting serious injury with the intent to kill. The deputy's name is not being released at this time. The sheriff is still waiting to speak with his family. Reporting live in Rutherford County tonight, Megan Shearing, News 13.